Hello Year 5. Today we are learning to explain and analyse literal and implied information. Now literal and implied information is where we can read the facts right there, and implied information means we might need to have a little bit of a think about that and make some connections between different parts of the text, as well as bring our own prior knowledge into it. And when we explain and analyse, we are finding those facts, identifying that information and explaining it. The text that we'll read today is called The Cane Toad. The cane toad is the Darth Vader of the amphibian world. Now remember, amphibians are animals that can live on land and in water, like cane toads and frogs. A native of Central and South America, the lumpy toad was turned loose in Australia in the 1930s. Oh wow, that's an interesting fact that I've identified there. I'm going to put it in the graphic organiser. Now I've put that in the graphic organiser in the identify part where we were looking at the facts and events. So I've put they came to Australia in 1930s. That was a long time ago, even before I was born. Let's continue reading. Farmers hoped it would eat the beetles that were damaging sugarcane crops. The toad made itself at home, spreading steadily across the land. Oh, so they continued to multiply. I'm going to put that in the graphic organiser too. So you can see in the find section how things work, things the same or different. I've put that the farmers hoped it would eat beetles damaging sugarcane. So that was why the cane toads came to Australia, or they were introduced to Australia. Let's continue reading. As the toad multiplied, though, conservationists, now they are a special group of people whose job it is to look after the land and to advise people on what is best for animals and fauna and the country, started to worry. The toad secretes a goo that can be toxic when eaten. Now toxic means poisonous, so that's not good. Some feared that the imported in amphibian, that means that it was brought here from another country, would kill off snakes, crocodiles and other local predators. I'm going to pop that in the graphic organiser too. So you can see in the explain section, what did I find out? I put that the conservationists were worried because the toads have a toxic goo that they thought other animals would eat and die. So that's really explaining the link between those facts. Let's continue reading. For years, the cane toad has been the poster child of invasive species. An invasive species is a plant or an animal that settles in a new region where it does harm to the environment, the economy, or human health. Conservationists regularly take up arms against plant and animal invaders by trapping, hunting, poisoning, or bulldozing them. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that text. Let's take a look at our learning intention. So remember, today we were learning to explain and analyse literal and implied information. And I think we did a great job at that. We were able to find and identify facts and link them together, as well as have an explanation or make an explanation about why those facts were linking and what that meant. Thank you, grade 5. See you next lesson.